Anyway, so we're gonna be doing a read on career. All right, I ain't letting nobody know I was here, and it's way earlier than I'm ever up, so I know I was gonna catch people off guard. All right, so we give it the usual 2 minutes. You know, I don't know, for some reason, everything else in my life goes well. Career, it starts off kind of at first, but then it always, so I don't really think too much about career. Friendships, relationships, and like circumstances that I can't control, that's what I think about. All right, 1 more minute, and then let me get started. Damn. Okay. So I'm gonna be doing 2 spreads too, y'all. Oh. Oh, okay. Makes sense. All right, all right. Getting there. What do I want to start with? Hey, Maylene, thanks for joining. Okay, and we are about to start at the 2-minute mark. Gonna be 2 spreads. What you need to know about your career. This could also be finances, so it doesn't have to just be your career or any business relationships. So boom, we're getting started with Aries. Aries, what do you need to know about your career? Oh yeah, thanks for joining me early this morning, y'all. I was thinking I was gonna catch people off guard and nobody was gonna show up. Then it was gonna be like working at home. All right, so relationships, all right, partnerships in general. Finding equal give and take in your partnerships or in your relationships in terms of like career, money. So maybe your relationship to money is changing. All right, yep. You got second house. So your values and your principles are changing towards money. Okay, so you could be becoming a lot more possessive, meaning like you're going to be a lot more controlling of your money, where you spend your money, where you invest your resources, your time, your energy. What's up, Heem? I was trying to catch y'all off guard. I was like, if I don't tell nobody, then I could work alone. And people just popped up. I was like, oh, here we are. Okay. But anyway, what I'm about to say. So with your money, your principles and your values are changing. It's 3:50 p.m. in Poland. Oh, okay. Well, it's 9 a.m. here, or like almost 10 a.m. It's like 9:50 here in America on the East Coast at that. So I thought people was gonna be asleep. I didn't think they was gonna be able to be up. And plus, it's a career read. People don't care too much about career, even though we care about money, and money is usually a part of relationships. For some reason, people just don't care that much. You know what I mean? But anyway, money is going to be looking good for you guys, right? And the money is because you're going to have a lot more confidence in your spending power or your ability to make money. All right. So you may have better relationships, better partnerships. The people that come in will have the same beliefs or principles about money as you. So like if you work in a company, you guys are all starting to get on a page. If you guys run a business or you work with other people who are like entrepreneurs or all business owners, then you guys are getting on the same page with assertiveness. All right, you may be like drawing more finer lines, like recognizing what's your position, what's their position. It's like you guys start working more as a team, as a unit. All right, so budgeting is starting to come into play, and just like more so being focused with how you spend your money. So there is potential though for some of y'all to be overindulgent at this time coming up soon. So I guess maybe you'll start feeling a lot more secure in your finances, or you may be able to get credit for other people's work, if that makes sense. Not necessarily like, or for other people's effort. Sometimes when I say like other people's work, it can be like you run a business and you may have employees, or you may have, more customers, because then in theory, you're making money from other people's work. So and that's what's coming up, like some way where you're making money from other people, if that makes sense to you, which can just be like sales, but it's like you're making a lot more without having to put in as much effort, if that makes sense. All right, or not having to be like an equal, Like, you don't have to put in the equal amount of effort. All right. All right. So anyway, what you need to know about your money. All right. Some debts being paid, or some debts are owed. All right. So again, it's about getting control of your money, getting control of your finances, where you spend them, all right, and paying attention to when you're over, I guess, exerting yourself or over. So this would be like overworking without getting the same pay or like a compensation for it. So starting to be aware of that, because we got the Tower here. This is avoiding some type of disaster. So you guys may be starting to save more, but it can, some of you, like I said, can be going off in a more passionate way and starting to spend more. So it's like, it's both, because we got the Libra energy here. It's both. Some of you will save, some of you will be spending more. It's not nothing too special here. Well, it is special because you're going to be having some partnerships with people who are like on the same page as you. So like if you're trying to make money, these people who are coming along are trying to do the same. If you're ready to start spending money and you're in that phase of your life, then the people who are coming along are people who have money, and you don't have to take care of them. You don't have to like take care of their end. Like, you know, you never have to show up at the table, and there's never a question of like who pays for what. It's just like, oh, we got the money, we'll just cover this bill, or I may cover this bill, or you may cover this bill. So it's going to be something in lines like that, where money gets paid. If you got debts that are owed, you get paid. So you may get caught up on debts, or get caught up on things that are owed, or people who owe you will be paying you. All right. But for others of you, if you're just doing good in money, it's doing good. I don't really see like a big issue, if anything. Some of y'all could be getting maybe like a court issues. So like some of y'all maybe child support or something with court, maybe like a settlement or it could be, because we got just in verse, it could be like a loss in a way, like of stature, where maybe you pay somebody, you may owe something, because we got death here, which is always a transference of energy. This is insurance, and we got the justice here too, which means it could be a payout from Uncle Sam, which sometimes is taxes, but it could also be like a payout for like litigation. It could be a payout from like something having to do with the government, all right? Because we got a lot of powerful, influential cards. We got the Emperor, the Justice, and Death. So there's some type of payment that gets handled here with somebody who's in authority position. So either you're paying them or they're paying you, all right? So that's all you need to know about this. So let me give you signs who may be involved in a situation. Could be Aries, Scorpio, Leo, not a Leo, Libra, or a Taurus, or Scorpio. It's all the same sign, so Mars energy, all right, which is also about being assertive, being ambitious, being driven. What do you desire? You know what I mean? What do you go after? What do you take serious? So this may be a time where you start taking your finances a lot more serious. All right, so he's on Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, let's get a quick shuffle, small shuffle. All right, so Taurus. Yeah, we got that. Okay. So, as far as career, you guys may be curious about trying something new. All right, it could be on your mind, and that just, because that's kind of weird though. Taurus isn't always somebody wanting to do anything new, but maybe you guys are wanting to dream more, dream big, having different ideas. Ace of Cups in career. Okay, Five of Swords in career. Oh, okay. All right, so some of y'all have conflict with the pay or the hours or the timing. For some of y'all, if you work home alone, that could probably be an issue for you. Maybe feeling too secluded from people, not included in situations. And it could also be like maybe feeling bored at work. Like it's almost like it's repetitive, or it's just not fulfilling anymore. You know how like it's kind of like that new car smell wears off? It's like that. So some of y'all may be wanting to either like escape from work, because it's like, maybe it's the same monotonous thing, because we got the Hermit here, which can sometimes be monotonous. You're used to it. It's a comfort zone, but after a while, it starts to feel like a prison. So maybe work can feel like a prison for some of y'all. A career that you're doing could feel like a prison sometimes. It's like conflicted emotions, where sometimes you maybe enjoy it because it's comfortable, maybe it's prestige, maybe it pays, maybe you have more time to yourself to kind of like do what you want. Maybe you've established that, where you've been there long enough where you can do as you please. And then it's kind of feeling like this isn't enough. Not necessarily to pay, but just the feel that comes along with it, because it's more about your emotions in this situation than your finances. More about how you feel about it, how you perceive it. You may have gotten a lot of information from it. You might learn a whole lot while working in a job, and this could be like life experiences that you might have picked up. You might have picked up a lot more information, or just like, you know how sometimes you could work at one job and through conversations you hear about other people who may be invested in stocks, and you know, maybe they start up a side gig and it's doing pretty well. Like, you know, it starts to pique your curiosity. So you guys could be maybe thinking about leaving a job or considering what other options are out there. All right, like things may go well, but you may be kind of like, you know, idolizing other career pathways. If it hasn't happened, this may come on for some of y'all soon, or this may be something that you're like past experience. But it looks like there's a desire to create something new for yourself and just not sure how. You know what I mean? So you guys may be researching, studying, or asking questions, just getting curious about what can happen, what's next. You know what I mean? It kind of gives more of like a fantasy based, but it's not like in a bad way. It's just getting creative, like starting to get the juices flowing. Just like, well, what else could I do? I have this type of skill set, or am I prepared enough for this? Can I do this? You know what I mean? And maybe some of y'all, if you're content creators, some of y'all are starting to come up with new ideas, trying different things, or you will be trying different things. And this will start giving you different results. You know what I mean? You'll learn a lot more. As far as money though, I don't feel like anything's changing on money wise. Hold on, this is my daughter. Hello. What's up, Stank? I'm on live though, YouTube. Okay. All right, bye. Hold on, y'all. Let me unlock this door real quick for her. 1 second. Okay, we back. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying. So this may involve you guys starting to strategize a lot more when it comes to your creations or to your ideas. And this could even be like strategizing if you're trying to leave a job. You may like try to figure out if jumping out of the fire, if you're jumping out of the pan into the fire. So you could be getting a little bit more clever, a little bit more, you know, sneaky to try to figure out how to make more money. Sometimes you can just be like leaving the screen monitor open and your boss may see that you're looking for another job, and this may inspire them to give you a raise. But it doesn't have to be that much. It could just be like, you know, little sneaky ways that you may find, little shortcuts that maybe allow you to like get some more alone time, so you can look for stuff, look for, you know what I mean, look for ideas, maybe research, study. It's just trying to adapt to a new way of thinking for yourselves when it comes to your career. Doesn't look like money though. Money, you know, I don't see anything really changing. You may just be conflicted about leaving where you are. That may be really all I see. But I don't even feel like you may leave. I feel like you may like rediscover it, or try to revamp it, or try to make the best of it for a little bit more. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of like that escape dive where it's like, I kind of want to do something else, but what? I'm just going to be open to it. But you may not really do too much. You may be more anxious about like trying something. So just try it. It's all just an experimentation. It's always worth trying. All right. You'll discover a lot more about yourself, and you'll learn more about what you really want to do. So let me give you signs that may be involved, that may be helpful. Could be Aries, Leo, Sag, could be Pisces, Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These may be influencers in that. Okay. All right, so we is on Gemini. Okay. 2 a.m. in Australia? Dang, Dana. From the club? What club you was at? Y'all clubs be up? Oh, it's 2 a.m. though, so yeah. And you caught the live. Ha! Dana, that means you was up late night. Wait. Oh, so it was like 2 p.m. or so when you would be catching me or whatever. So you would be kind of like, okay, all right, that makes sense. I was like, dang, Dana, you be up. You live the life. Kind of hating. Clubs in Australia, what they like. All right, so let's get started on Gemini. So Gemini, what you need to know about your career. It was ready to jump out. Ooh. Okay, coming into an unexpected deal negotiation with maybe the people that you work with. This could be with bosses. This could be with managers or with their bosses. This could be with like clients. This could be with anybody. Things should be going pretty well. Actually, we got Libra and a trine energy. So people may be trying to appease you a lot more when it comes to career. All right, so you may get unexpected communications that go in your way, unexpected negotiations, business deals, just people trying to be overall pleasant with you. You know what I mean? Not trying to rock the table. And you'll be getting a lot more fair give and take because we got Libra energy here too. So some of y'all, there may be unexpected communication from a lawyer because we got trine here. This is usually about beneficial rewards. Could sometimes be cash because I always think of a trine as like Sagittarian energy, which is just something that's a good luck, good vibes, synchronicities, things just happen for them. Like you ever seen Sagittarius just kind of go out on a limb and shit just be happening for them? You be like, how'd you do that? How'd you just quit this job and got a better job next week? It makes no sense to me. But they're lucky like that. They're ruled by Jupiter. So I kind of think of trines as that same type of energy, like a Jupiter energy that follows you around. Same way I kind of see a square as a Saturn, a Saturnian energy that just follows you around. All right, same type of thing. But here with this trine, things should be going well. So even if you're not necessarily making deals, it's just going to be pretty even keel, real peaceful. You don't really have too many hiccups, not too much changes. The unexpected stuff can be like messages of like needing to work a deal or a compromise, but nothing that really rocks your foundation, doesn't seem like. All right, so some of y'all, like I said, because we got the Libra here, that usually represents justice or a lawyer or law or some type of payouts. So some of y'all could be getting that. And I always say that, I really just feel like it's probably because it's tax season for some people, for most people, it's tax season, you know what I mean? But for others, you know, it could be settlements, lawsuits, whatever, payouts, loans, stuff like that. That happens. Just because the trine is here, it's just a beneficial good time or an opportunity for growth and expansion. Supportive people come in, all right? And with the Libra energy here, with the comment, it's always unexpected. So you may be like dealing with uncertainty during these times, and then people come in and help you find your balance. They try to come in, yep, career going well. We got the Chariot, career going well. For some of y'all, it could be progress in career, which could be like a promotion, all right? Others of you may be moving on. I don't know why. That may be the unexpectancy. You may kind of move on, even after a compromise. All right, Ten of Pentacles. So you guys could be taking on a big purchase soon, or maybe a bigger account, or there's like a big, there's a payout that's coming. Ten of Pentacles is here. So could be a settlement, could be retirement, it could be anything here. But it could be a big payout for some of y'all, and that's what it's looking like. We got the five of wands here, so it could be after competition or competing for it. So some of y'all could be giving maybe top salesperson or beating out the competition in wherever you are. And it may be easy. That might be what happens here. It might be easy, but it's a team effort. So even if you were like beating the competition, it's like a team effort. So maybe you get to take the spoils or take the win. Okay. I don't know. There's a lot of supportive people that be around you is what I'm trying to tell you. What? Hell yeah. So much for sleeping. All right. So that's what it looked like. Just career is moving up. The Chariot always shows up in career as good. That's a good move. It just means there's success. All right. It's a good look for your public face. It could be a victory. You know what I mean? It's like the big version of a Six of Wands. That's what you got going on here. And this could be momentum building up at work for some of y'all. All right. Or it could just be like, it could be like just becoming a lot more focused on the career and becoming a lot more driven and ambitious and seeing success through that. We got more money coming in is what I'm trying to say. And it could be because maybe you faced some of y'all faced your fears and started doing things that maybe caused a lot of tension within you, meaning like you could have had fears, you could have had anxiety, you could have had sometimes anxiety could be like public speaking, you know what I mean? Or like talking to customers or trying to sell things, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like trying to remember a prompt. Like some of these things could be issues that are conflicting for you. And you may, find an easier way to do these things. It's like you're learning a new skill, but the skill comes easy because we have trine here. So like unexpectedly, you learn new skills at work, or unexpectedly, you are able to solve any problems that you may have had before. Or unexpectedly, people aren't really trying to compete with you, or there's less competition around you. You know what I mean? So, and whatever the case may be, there's money coming. You know what I mean? So even if it was like a court case, you beat the competition. You know what I mean? So It's just looking like it'd be good for y'all. Nothing too bad here. Just a large purchase or like a big spending that you may do, but it doesn't look like it hurts you too much. It looks like it's just something, some type of benefit you get. All right. So let me give you signs that may be involved in this or somewhere around it. Could be a Leo, could be a Libra. We got Cancer, Aries, and Virgo. All right. So let me see. Where we at? Cancer. Let's talk about your career. Sometimes I'll be talking about people having careers and they don't have no careers. I mean, career could always sometimes extend to like, even if you just like live home and don't have like a job. If you you yourself are making money in some way, you're making things happen. This is part of your career, whether we see it or not. It's like you never leave it. We think of it as just like what we put on. But for real, at all times, you're open to making money or prosperity or abundance, right? You don't turn that clock off, do you? Because at any given time at 2 a.m., you could hit me and say, yo, we got a deal for $2 million for you. And I'm like, what? It's 2 a.m. I'm not going to say, I'm off right now. Don't give me that money. I'm never going to say that. But maybe some of y'all might. Y'all might be doing so well where you don't really care enough about that. But yeah, I think about career as being just general life. But anyway, let's see, Cancer. What we talking about? That's a lot. There's a lot. But these are the ones that flip, so we're gonna see. Also seen, oh, what's up, the hive mind? I also seen, okay, we got Pisces and Chiron. So some of y'all are healing some insecurities, all right, or some vulnerabilities at work when you're in career. So some of y'all are working through addictions, working through unrealistic expectations. Addictions could be like addictions to spending. It doesn't always have to be like drugs, but it could be. You know what I mean? It could be. So you could also be like learning to probably assert healthier boundaries at work. You know, because we got Pisces and Chiron, and that's usually somebody who deals with vulnerability issues or deals with boundaries, lacking them. So sometimes it could be like you being too aggressive at work or being too docile at work or allowing them to put on burdens or responsibilities for you that aren't yours, taking on or sacrificing your needs for others within your career. So you could be noticing this. This may be something that you're healing. My bad, y'all, my news. So this may be something you're healing, all right? Find other ways to like express yourself or express what you need at work. So this may be, I don't know, okay, or careers, whatever. It's just kind of like a vibe of like, maybe at one time you seen your job as like, maybe the bee's knees, or like you had this fantasy of it being a certain way, or maybe once you got the job or got this things going, you figured it would be this way. And maybe that's changed, you know what I mean? And it hasn't really changed. It's kind of like you're coming to reality of the situation and realize what it's doing for you or what it did for you. So it's like you can work at McDonald's or Burger King, right? And it's a start. And not saying that you can't stay there or make good money doing it, because there are plenty of people I know who make good money being like regional managers or even managers. They do pretty well. You know what I mean? It's all about how you manage your money, not how much you make, right? But anyway, these people were talking about how eventually it started out as like just a vision of what I would want it to be, right? And then, maybe it's not that, but it taught you something, right? You experienced something, and it helped you maybe when you were doing a lower period, because it's kind of like you're healing some type of vulnerabilities you have around where you feel like you should be. So maybe in your career, you could feel like you should be further ahead. Maybe you feel like you should be a managing position. Maybe you feel like you should have more money. Maybe you feel like by now I should have bought a house. I should have more than one car. I should have a better car. Some of that is being being healed. All right, that's what you're working on. You could be working through this emotionally or psychologically. These things could be changing for you. All right, like it's just starting to come to terms with things. Yep, I've seen the star. So for some of y'all, work may involve other relationships. Oh, okay, you guys are healing that. Look, money is about to get good for y'all. It's gonna take a little bit. It has to do more so with your confidence and your goals. All right, so yeah, definitely good news. 8 of Wands, good news. All right, so overcoming some obstacles too. So this has to do with your drive and your motivation, all right, and your ambition and your willingness to take risk, all right, your willingness to be spontaneous, So now, because we got Pisces energy here, this also has to do with fantasies or coming up with delusions, which could be good when you're taking risk or when you're trying things different. So some of y'all may be taking a risk to leave a career, to leave something, or just maybe just try something different, just something out of the norm. It doesn't always mean that you're just like leaving your career. You just may try something out of the norm. And that could be a whole bunch of different things for y'all. So I ain't even going to go over what it could be, because there's a whole lot that could happen there. All right, but oh yeah, look, boom, Ace of Wands too. And in the world, yeah, you're getting good. It gets real good for y'all. So remember how you see how I was slowing off, kind of like I was starting kind of slow. It may go that way for you. Where at first it kind of, because Pisces shows up, it's like you don't really see things. They're diluted. You know what I mean? It's watery. I don't really see what can happen here. I kind of fantasize about it. I kind of dream about it. You know, it's 3 p.m. here. So yeah, okay. I mean, it's 3 p.m. there. Okay, well, it's 10 a.m. here, 10:13 here. But anyway, you kind of dream about it. You have some type of ideas about it. You know what I mean? But it's like, is this even really to happen? Is this able to happen? And through this, like, self-doubt that you may experience, this is where you'll actually start to tap into following your instincts and starting to communicate and starting to just put more fight or more effort into the things that you really want. You know what I mean? And this will help you overcome that fear of maybe guilt, shame. You know what I mean? Sometimes I always think of like, sometimes when it comes to like creating, when it comes to like work or like a selling into the next level, usually it's subconscious. There's an insecurity that makes you feel like you're not ready for that. You're not ready to do that. Like a lot of people always talk to me about like starting social media. How did you do it? How do you make money from social media? And he'd be like, in their mind, they're not ready to do that. It's no different than getting your own place or moving away or starting a diet. You just do it. You just do it. That's really all it be. You really just do it. And so with the Ace of Wands here, in the world, you're learning some type of lesson, and it's inspiring you to start taking action, to start taking risks, to start trusting in yourself, to start trusting in your instinct or your intuition that tells you what's the next best move for yourself. Because there may be insecurities around if you're seeing things right, if you're doing things right. Hey, Stankum. Okay, she's upset today, y'all. I'll talk to her in a little bit after this. So anyway, healing insecurities. And this is where you guys are going to be finding your strengths. All right. So a lot more passion or desire or drive and ambition is showing up. So you guys are going to have a lot more energy to try things, maybe try different things. All right. PMT, not good. What is that? I don't know what that is, E. Oh, you're talking to E, my bad. All right, anyway, Cancer, let me give you signs. We got Pisces, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. These may be people involved. All right, it just could be you. So let's get over here to Leo. What you need to know about your career. Okay. Yeah, her be all right. So Leo, what you need to know about your career? Oh, trying. Some good stuff happening. All right. So it's going to be a lot more easier to get your desires. All right. So things should be just coasting. But you may be a little bit more aggressive. So like maybe put more possessive too. Like what I want is what I want. But people may actually go along with that. I mean, I don't know if that's unusual for you in career or if that's unusual, like, you know, I don't know. Is that unusual for y'all? I don't know why I'm saying it like it's unusual. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's not usual for some of y'all where you don't have to really like do too much. I mean, you have to work, but it's like you don't have to put in as much effort. You know what I mean? Like Mars usually means aggressiveness, but it means like when you go after stuff, it works. You know what I mean? So you don't really have to like focus too much on like fixing stuff. You know what I mean? It's like getting it right the first time. And that's always a joy to me. Like, you know, I don't have to go back over this work if I did it the first time right. You know what I mean? And it's just like things just kind of fall into place. Now, this could also be beneficial people starting to show up. This could be like opportunities to collab. This could be more people supporting you. More people could be, celebration coming up soon. So let me see what else. Celebration coming up. But if you guys are like doing work where you're physically seen, then yeah, I just seen the devil pop a little bit, but it didn't come out. People are going to be attracted to you. That's going to be part of your selling point. All right. I mean, of course, you guys are Leos. So I don't know if you guys work behind a desk. I don't know how that works. Yep, the devil came out. It wanted to come out. So if you guys are doing any type of work where I guess people could see you, you're working and dealing with people in general, and they get to maybe hear you, see you, that's going to be your selling point. So play that up. All right. There's also the feeling of nothing ever being enough for you guys, which is not new. That's what you guys may be going through right about now. Feeling like nothing is ever enough. Because we got the devil here and the Mars energy here. These are overachievers. These are people who are empowered. You guys are doing very well right now. So you're blessed and don't feel so. How about that? So it's really not too much I need to tell you here. It's almost like you're gloating. So if you're doing that, chill out, because that's what it really seemed like. Things would be going well, because we even got the 7 Pentacles, which just means that there could be a promotion or money could be coming, but it's just kind of moving kind of slow. You know what I mean? Like, money is coming. There's going to be opportunity to overindulge, and it could be because more people are wanting to come around you. You're spreading a lot more positivity. Maybe you're becoming a lot more ambitious, but like, it's not hard is what I'm trying to get to. Like, the push that you're giving is like, you know, like whatever push you get, it gives you an extra. So like whatever you do kind of seems to just float. You know what I mean? Like, you set it and forget it. So things like that are going well for you. All right. And if you guys are attractive, if you feel like, even if you feel like you're not attractive, I said if you guys are attractive, even if you feel like you're not attractive, play this up, because this is what's going to help you make more. Even if you work at a business or behind it, like, you know what I mean, for other people, they're attracted to you. How is that ever a crime to use a natural gift and ability? Use it. That's it. Because the only thing you're going to really have an issue with is just not being appreciative of what you have going for yourself. Maybe counting other people's blessings. Maybe looking at other people's successes. That may be the only thing that hinders you during your career right now. All right. So your confidence will be peaking. So that maybe helps you a lot more too. And like I said, becoming a lot more sexually alluring. All right, or just seeming like a temptation to people. People just feel addicted and wanting to be around you or have your energy. For some of y'all, it looks like someone's gonna be stepping outside their comfort zone. It could be for, like, you know, creating a team, a partnership with you guys, or they could be trying to train you or teach you something different. All right, so there could be a little bit of that, but I didn't see any Gemini energy here. But the devil here always means there's an empowerment happening in your career. But it can sometimes, if it was a reverse, I would have took it as more as like tired, draining. And it can be because you got the 9 of Wands here, which with the devil could give a vibe of like the job could be tiring, draining, you know what I mean? But there is like either a lot of status, like social status to it. There's a lot of allure to it. There's a lot of like people who are like drawn to it. So like if you work into something, like people maybe need it. It could be any of that. Like, it's a feeling of that happening, right? But there's also expansion that happens to this situation. All right. So people are desiring you and they want you to stay determined, stay the course. All right. You may feel like things just aren't going well for you because the 9 of Cups is it's dissatisfactory. Emotionally, I'm not vibing with this. All right. Hey, Netonia, guys, I ain't seen you in a while. Probably because you used to catch them videos when I would post them. I think I used to post them in the morning. But anyway, let me give you signs who may be involved, because Leo, you guys pretty much got it easy. We got Scorpio, Aries, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, and Taurus. So yeah, you'll be having people around who are supportive, helpful, trying to get you to the bag. That's good, right? All right, so we is on Virgo. Virgo, the shrewd business person. Shrewd. All right. Okay, so let's get a little shuffle. I guess we'll take down. All right, opposition. Oh, okay. So some of y'all are going to be doing something that maybe feels a bit wrong to you, but it's also going to feel empowering to you. And it could be just trying things different, because we got opposition here. Opposition in a career. I don't know. This is new for me, but today what I'm kind of feeling about this is maybe reflecting or trying to do what you've seen others do that maybe made you afraid. Like, you know how you can see people take risks, you can see people go after things that you want to do, but it's like, I don't think that's me. That's not my personality. That's not the traits that I exercise. I don't normally do that. You know what I mean? You may start doing this in your career. You may start trying these things, right? Because opposition, I kind of think of it now as like synastry, where we want to do something the same way. Well, we want the same outcome, but we're going at it in different ways. So you may be either making a decision here, because opposition always comes with a decision. You may be sometimes deferring to do it how other people are doing it. So like if you're at work and you see people, you know, maybe they're going the extra mile in some way, or they're like filing papers differently, or they're doing whatever they're doing. You may be trying to go along with the pack for a while, or trying to go along with a different crowd and see what works for you. See if it works this way. So maybe, you know, if it's like career, I mean like creating, then you guys may be just trying different content that you've seen other creators try. You might try to see if that works for you. You might be like, that's not really what I am. I don't normally talk about these subjects, or I don't normally engage in this type of stuff, but let me just see what happens. Because we got Uranus energy, which is just something that's unusual, non-traditional, or possibly unconventional to you. With the Lilith here, it's a sense of empowerment. But we got opposition here, which just means that there's a choice and decision on whether you want to do this. It can also be a test sometimes. It's a test, like, okay, this was the past reality, or this was my past experience doing this. You know what I mean? But I have some new information now. I've learned a little bit more. I've worked a little bit longer. I've gained some type of understanding of something different than what I've always done. You know what I mean? So now it's time to put things into action. Will I do that? And how will I do that? You know what I mean? And sometimes it's like I have the same vision in mind, but maybe I have to do something different to get there. So this is how you guys are gonna be going. All right. Or maybe circumstances has created it in this way where I have to do something different. You know what I mean? So that could also be it too. So you guys could just be maybe creating some type of business or a job or an opportunity out of nowhere. I know, right? Wouldn't that be so lovely, just waiting for that check? Hey, man, you never know. We got the, I just seen the hangman there. That's the unrealistic expectations. But sometimes it could just be waiting, seeing things in a way that other people don't see things, all right? But soon, a lot of you are going to start becoming a lot more competitive, all right? So people, yep, Ace of Wands. So people are going to start seeing you a lot more. You're going to be a lot more intense. Hey, what's up, Steffi? So you guys are going to be a lot more intense soon. All right, cool. So the illusion of being fulfilled or happy ends. Oh yeah, and then you got offers coming. So some of y'all, this could be a big offer from a brand, company, from people who, yeah, it's a promotion, it's some money coming. All right, so, and it's right after you get over pessimistic views or self-doubt. All right, cool. So once you get out of like repeatedly doubting yourself or downing yourself, that's when you guys will start taking action. All right, so ideas are coming. So this could just be like, because Uranus is here, which is Aquarius energy. So innovative ideas, different ways. You may learn new technology. You may learn to use technology with the stuff that you're doing. So maybe as a content creator, maybe you just maybe you add a mic. You know what I mean? Like these are little quirks or little nuances that help make the job easier. You know what I mean? I know people that record without a mic. Mics make it a little easier to hear. You know what I mean? That adds quality to your video. Some people add phones, you know what I mean? I mean, add cameras, you know what I mean? Like if you're a content creator, I'm giving it to you this way because it seems more so like you're coming up with ideas or innovative ways to make money, all right? And this could be like, usually online is what I think of when I see Uranus, but it doesn't even have to be that way for y'all. It just looks like you guys may be selling wares, selling some type of artistry that you do, all right? And this could even be like, you know, just talking on social media. This is a potential to make money. On TikTok, just talking, or Instagram, YouTube, just talking and getting a following. Because we got 10 of Cups here, so some of y'all could be, you know, getting a following. All right, looks like it's the growth here. 7 of Pentacles just means it's slow growth, but it's because you're dealing with mental issues. All right, about like what you can and can't do, what's for you and not for you, why you can and why you can. You know what I mean? Or like you may fluctuate with these areas of like what you should do, what you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? And this may hold you back. All right. And it's just like if you do like sales, you'll be getting opportunities that come in. So it's like money comes in, But it's like you have to try things differently, maybe different than what the company normally would do. You may have to have your own way of doing things, because Uranus in Aries is usually somebody who just strikes off to do their own path. You're just going to do your own thing. You know what I mean? It comes off a little bit over assertive, and it can sometimes be maybe a little too aggressive, but it's aggressive in a way where you wouldn't have, like, you don't necessarily feel offended, because it's not like you don't even know whether to be upset. It's like you just sold, my half and your half, and we just made some money, but I feel like maybe you made more money than I did. But I can't really be mad because I'm making more money than I would have made before, but you used all of my stuff to make all this money. You know what I mean? So it could be like that vibe, you know what I mean? Which isn't always bad. That's like credit, using other people's money to make more money. Where maybe you made more than they did, but they're like, hey, I'm not mad because I just made more money than I just had. So it could be these type of vibes are coming your way, all right? So it's sometimes, because the Knight of Cups is here, it could be sometimes an offer that seems too good to be true. It may just take some time, though, for it to develop. That might be the issue you deal with. Oh, yeah, with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I just seen it because it was, when I just lifted the deck, I just seen that Seven of Swords there. So it may be, but sometimes that could just be planning, strategizing, and using a lot of forethought. You know what I mean? Recognizing where you're going to need to maybe make changes or alter some type of way that you present yourself, or the way you communicate, or the way you think. Like, that's what's just changing. The way you think about situations. All right, and this is what's going to allow you to get more opportunities. This can allow you to get more sales. This can allow you to make more money. This can also allow you to get, which is coming into that promotion that could be. So even if you work a job, there's a promotion that comes from you getting outside of your head and learning to speak up and learning to trust in your abilities and not really laying in the back. You know what I mean? Being the top seller or being the top associate, kind of letting people see you. And because the taboo is here, this could be because of attraction. You know what I mean? The Ace of Wands, people may be attracted to you. Customers may be attracted to you. There's just using that natural skill and ability that you have, as well as your charm and your flair for being persuasive. All right. So that's what I see in your career. All right. These may be tests. And these are tests that kind of deal with your uncertainty or deal with your self-doubt. They pull these out of you so that you can be empowered by the same things that you fear. All right. So let me get signs. We got Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sag, and Gemini. And because I seen that, I said Aquarius? I did. Okay. And I seen Capricorn just there because it's the world. So some of them, I seen it in reverse too. Whenever I see it in reverse, it has to do with where you once had success, you will have it again. So if you guys had a win before in the past, it's about to come back around. All right. Or clients that you've had in the past are about to come back around. So, all right. So, Libra, what do you need to know about your career? Okay. Y'all was up early this morning, y'all. Let's see what I missed in the comments. Okay, I seen all my people. All right, cool. All right, so Libra, what's going on with your career? I seen the fifth house oh yeah. So you guys will start working partnerships with people. These may be unusual people to you too, but these could also be people who are higher up. We ain't got no cards yet. Yeah, definitely. We'll go with that. We got Libra, seventh house. Oh man, it's 4 cards. All right. We got a lot of Libra energy and Gemini and Virgo. So these may be people that you interact with or that you're dealing with. All right. But Libra has to do with significant partnerships. So you're going to have a lot more partners who are going to be very critical of you and in themselves. Right. But they're also very specific. So these are people who usually are very shrewd, and they really they have expectancies of people being a certain way. Sometimes they can expect perfectionism because we have Pisces energy here too. Sometimes they can expect perfectionism from people while they themselves are not. All right, so you may be having that from people in your partnerships, but these would be it looks like deals, more business endeavors, more joint endeavors. All right, in terms of relationships, because we got Libra here twice. All right, so this could also be, what is it called? Exchanging ideas. All right, learning from your partnerships. All right, learning more critical details, being able to source information from each other. You know what I mean? As I learn, you learn. So you guys may be learning a lot faster. All right, and being able to see through illusions of being unrealistic about what you expect. You may maybe you have like a math whiz who can tell you maybe the best way to cut lumber. You know what I mean? They understand it to like, you know, a number, and maybe you understand it on a more instinctual level, but they're telling you that the numbers, you know, fit what you're trying to make happen. So this is what you may be experiencing, like people around who maybe have a lot of wisdom, a lot of insight, a lot of like ideas, or a lot more, you know, they're very good at communicating and explaining things specifically. So you're going to have a lot more of that going on. And these will be people who want to work with you, or they're going to be people maybe needing that from you, because the business can go reciprocal. So if it's not necessarily you doing that, then this may be people around you needing that from you, like needing you to help them make sense of their ideas, to maybe problem solve for them, maybe to help them work through addictions, or help them work through unrealistic expectations of their life and themselves. You may be having people who need to like, you know, learn from you. Maybe they're curious about the stuff that you know. Maybe you're teaching them. Maybe you're teaching them to communicate their thoughts, their feelings, their ideas. You know what I mean? It kind of works in that way. But this could also be people who are helping you with your health, your diet, your routines, your schedules. All right, they're just keeping you on point. That's what you'll have. More people will be around keeping you on point. And they may not always keep up with what they expect from you, but they do their best. You know what I mean? Because with the Libra energy here, it's kind of even kill. It doesn't really go too bad. All right. So for some of y'all, there may be like a romance at work. All right. I do want to say that. Could be romance at work. All right. You guys could be meeting a life partner there. That's all I'm gonna give you for a love reading. We're gonna have to do that on another day. All right. But probably getting comfortable with the people, you know, building a lot more camaraderie or closeness to them, because we got Six of Cups and the Knight of Swords, and we got the Nine of Cups. So there's also just an awakening too. So with the moon, there's an awakening here, and then a transformation. Yeah, these people are going to be pivotal to your transformation in life overall. So the business partnerships that are coming in, these may be people who are a little bit like loners normally, but they like having friends around. So maybe you're just getting closer to like your coworkers or stuff, or maybe you're communicating more. Like there's exchanges of ideas that help you in your business or transactions. All right. So more action. They're going to be inspiring you to take action. They're going to also be like teaching you how to take action. They may be overly critical of you and perfectionistic or detail oriented, but it's going to be for your better good. All right. You'll be learning how to like maybe get quicker reflexes, or how to enact things that you learn quicker. Like once you learn something new, you learn how to like practically apply it instantly. So once you learn a new skill or a new trick, you're like, oh snap, I can do that today. You know what I mean? So you may start observing or learning things a lot faster in your career. All right. And learning how to solve problems like for other people and like in yourself, like just finding, I wanted to say, a more diplomatic approach to like issues or hostilities with people. All right. Yeah, that's it. We got fulfillment here, but like it could be just kind of like short-lived for a moment. Like the feeling of it, like it's just like, you know how you can get a house, and after you've lived in the house for a little while, you're like, it's a house, and I'm glad I have it, but you know, what's next? It's just human nature. So like things will go well, but it could just be like, you know, maybe you get a little curious about what else things could be. But at the same time, it's like you're fine-tuning a skill, or you're fine-tuning your abilities, or you're fine-tuning the relationships around you. And this is going to bring in better partnerships and more joint endeavors, which could just be like them wanting to be around you. This could be like them wanting to spend money on you, them wanting to invite you to opportunities to make money, just stuff like that. All right. That's really it. Nothing bad here. Nothing changes. I don't feel like you guys are leaving a job or any of that. All right, so let me give you signs that may be involved or you may encounter. Could be a Scorpio, could be a Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Pisces, and Pisces. So a lot of Pisces. So these may be people who sacrifice themselves for you, or you guys kind of go back and forth because the Libra energy was here, where sometimes you sacrifice for them, sometimes they sacrifice for you. So this could be like, some days I do more of the workload than you do. Some days you do more of the workload than I do. And we're okay with it. We understand. You know what I mean? And this could even be like, I don't know why I'm about to tell you this, but this could even be like in romantic partnerships, where some days I'm more in love with you than you're in love with me. That's what it kind of comes off like. You feel what I'm saying? Like some days I recognize that maybe I'm more needy than you are today. that's it. That's really all it kind of comes off as like. And then some days you guys may be overly critical of each other and more demanding of each other, but not really keep up with your own demands. That's what you need to know. All right, so we is on Scorpio. Moody much? Okay. All right, so I'm thinking later on, y'all, I'll probably come back again and do a live, do this, do all signs. This girl gave me a topic on I wanted to do. I was like, oh yeah, let's see what this is about. So I'll probably come back and do the love reading later after I spend some time with my stinkums. She in a little poopy mood, so I gotta make that better. I don't have to, but I want to. So, all right. So Scorpio. Hey Ashanti, what's up with you? So Scorpio, what you need to know about your career? Okay, so you guys could be loving it, or you could be changing your aesthetic. All right, this could be like changing your look. All right, this could be coming also because love is here. This is good in business. Venus is good in business. Okay, there we go. I was looking for that. You got the sun here, so you guys are gonna be looking attractive at work. Oh yes. So people like you. If you got, I mean, let's say this. You're a very theatrical person at your career. People like you. You're a show off in their minds. All right. They like the way you talk. You're enthusiastic. All right. And people want to be affectionate towards you. They care about your needs. They want to provide for you. All right. So this is a good thing here. All right. So people may be trying to seek your approval soon. And this means a lot more people will be reaching out, trying to get your attention, trying to charm you, trying to win you over. You know what I mean? This could be gifts. This could be presents. This could be monetary rewards. All right. You could just, I feel like most of you may be changing your aesthetic, which could be like changing your clothes, changing the way you do things around the house. Or if you work at home, maybe you move your desk around. You know what I mean? Just like little twists and turns, but these make a big difference and they give you a sense of like pride because it's something different and it's beauty. So things would be a lot more pleasant around you. So it's a lot more beauty you may be experiencing. All right. So you're a showman of your job. All right. People love when you come in. People love when you show up. All right. You're exciting. You're exciting. Yo, where's your boy? Yo, where's your girl at? We ain't seen so and so. That's what it's like. All right. All right. You know what I mean? And people, so, oh yeah, we got just seen temperance there. So it means people will get along with you. People will love your vibe. Easy going. All right. And that's probably, I don't know if that's how you usually are, but people just like your vibe. They get along with you. All right. The moon. So I don't know if you guys do psychic work, because we got the moon here. If you guys do psychic work, people like how you make sense of things for them. Oh, the Empress. Yeah. People are just attracted to you. You kind of sound like a Leo. I mean, probably because you maybe got Leo in your chart. But yeah, it's kind of sound like the Leo thing here. We got stars, so we got a star here in reverse. So you guys are waiting on some type of outcome to happen, some type of status change or something, some type of come up. You're expecting something or trying to hit something here. So sometimes I kind of feel like it's like a milestone. We got Three of Pentacles. So you guys are trying to figure something out here. It's in reverse. So you're trying to do it on your own though. So a lot of you guys are trying to like make a change for yourself, but you guys aren't really like working in groups or aren't like open to collaborating with other people. That might be something that's helpful to you. With the Empress here, it's just saying that you're doing pretty good on your own. It's not really an issue. All right, like you're a leader. People see you as a boss. People see you as able to take care of other people, being able to help other people, even if you like work at a business and you're not necessarily a boss. Sometimes it could be like people see you as the person who's in charge. The boss may be the boss, but maybe people who work around there know to go to you first because you probably know more than the boss, or you know more than the people who are higher ups. You know what I mean? So like they probably come to you first and like, yo, what you think? Let me ask you your opinion on this. So people may be like doing that because they may see you as a natural leader. All right. And this may be like part of their version of like trying to give to you or trying to give you your flowers. So you may be getting that soon. Maybe getting more flowers from people in general. All right. And this could boost your ego because that's what is probably happening is a sense of pride for a job well done or for a dream that you guys have had, a vision that you guys have had, some type of ideas that you guys have wanted. And you felt like it's maybe impossible or it's too big to achieve. That's about to be happening for some of y'all soon. Now, it could come through a partnership that you're trying to avoid, like through maybe romance or from like working with other people. I kind of want to say that it's supposed to be working with other people, because we got the Three of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse, which can be like wanting to be in control of others, or wanting to be in control of how other people input, you know what I mean, or other people's input. So it may be like that issue where maybe you're like too controlling in that way, and people maybe want to like be subservient to you, or want to be like, I was gonna say like submissive to you in a way, because like they want to please you. So like people may go along with your agenda, but they may have their own agenda as well for like dealing with you. And I think most of it is like because you're attractive, or because they feel like you're a go-getter, or because they feel like you make things easy for them. All right, like that might be it too. They may feel like you make things easy for them. Like if there's conflict, you're somebody who knows how to like keep it cool. Like you may assert yourself, and you may come off as blunt or harsh in some ways, but like they think that it comes from like a nurturing, loving place. So like if you have to set the tone with people, they don't take it too personal, because like normally they see you as this soft, gentle, loving person. You know what I mean? Who like boosts their confidence, who makes them feel like, you know, they can go after their desires, that they can get what they want. You know what I mean? They feel like you're a show off though. You know what I mean? That you a show off, but like you're just attractive, so they kind of put up with it. Or like you're abundant, so they put up with it. So that's pretty much it. Like you have status, so people pretty much kiss your ass. That's it. That's it. Or at least people have like elevated you in a way where they feel like you have status, so they kiss your ass. All right. Hey, what's up, T. Marie? So if it hasn't happened yet, this is what you're going to be seeing soon. So you either get a job that's like that's happening. That might be what's hidden behind this, because we got the moon here, which always means that there's something hidden. And there's communication that's coming, because what's hidden was the Knight of Swords. So there's communication that's coming. It may be a miscommunication, or you may misinterpret it, but it's an opportunity, all right, of growth. All right, and this may be a mature offer that comes your way, but it may be something that you could be maybe skeptical of, or you may have issues with control. So like maybe sometimes it could be like we want to work as a team or as a unit, and you're like, okay, we can work as a team and unit, but I need to be in charge, or I need to be boss, or my ideas need to go first. You know what I mean? And they're like, wait, whoa, whoa, why is that? You know what I mean? When my idea is way better than this and it's more fruitful, but you're saying that we need to do it this way because you're you. So you may be coming off like that, or the people around you may come off like that, but in the end, they're going to still be wanting to please you. So even if you have conflicts with these people, they're going to go with what you want to do, but they just may not be like sure why they're doing it. They just kind of feel like it's been working for you, so we're going to go with it. And because you seem a lot more overly confident than them, they're going to go with it. All right. So for some of y'all, if it's entertainment or like online stuff, you know what I mean? If it's online stuff, you're going to be like changing some type of outdated mode of doing shit. You know what I mean? Like you may feel like moving and doing stuff is productive, but it's not helpful to the cause, if that makes sense. That's how I wanted to say it. I don't know what the fuck that means. Because like doing action just for the sake of doing it, like sometimes, like I'll give you an example, like as a content creator, sometimes just posting a bunch of content isn't always helpful. Like I would like to think that, but it isn't always helpful. It's about the quality of it and what I'm touching on. Because like sometimes you got to touch on certain stuff that people care about. You know what I mean? So it's like that. But I mean, it doesn't have to be that always for y'all, because sometimes it could be like you invest in something that people didn't really care about. You know what I mean? But maybe like it may be your dream, your desire, but like the people around you, the customer, may not really care about that. So you may have to focus on that. All right. But there's like, you know, imagination is going to be increasing. And this could be also your intuition, like just being able to trust your instincts on where to go, when to go, how to go. All right. You may have issues communicating that though, but it really won't matter because people just like you. Does that make sense? All right. So anyway, let me give you signs. We got Leo, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Aries, and Capricorn. All right. So let's go with the next. We got Sagittarius. Sag. I got it as Sag. Okay, let me get a quick shuffle. All right, so Sag, what do you know about your career? Sextile. All right, so it's learning a new skill. Hey, what's up, Cammy? Learning a new skill. Or this is also situations that help you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you guys are learning how to conflict resolve, but you're also learning how to look at things from a more detached view. So you guys could be practicing learning stuff soon. And this could be also a new philosophy, or maybe going to training, or this could be like, I just kind of feel like you're learning something new. Like the opportunities that are coming your way are meant to grow you, grow your skill set. All right, that's why I kind of feel like you're training, but you could just be learning new stuff. This could be like new technology, new equipment. You know what I mean? Kind of like how I was saying about that, and maybe I said Virgo, or maybe I said that in Libra. No, I think I might say that in Libra. I don't know. I think I said that in Virgo. But it's kind of like learning new technology, all right? Because we got Aquarius here. So like a skill set you didn't know that you had, you guys will be learning that, all right? So let's say that you had issues communicating, talking to customers. It's going to get easier. Let's say you're a boss and you have issues reprimanding employees. You're going to learn how to, all right? Because Aquarius shows up where there's a need for detachment or from like worrying about the judgment or expectation of others. You're doing it because genuinely you want to, all right? So there's going to be that vibe. And this is what you're going to be learning from it. It's coming through partnerships though, because sextile is usually about helpful people or helpful situations that happen into your life that like they show you something that you didn't even know that you needed. You'd be like, oh damn, I didn't know that I could, fix stuff. I didn't know I was a DUI. Like maybe you move in and the maintenance man doesn't really like fix stuff around the house, and suddenly you're in there fixing stuff and you start learning how to like fix stuff, and the next thing you know, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go to school and become a plumber. I done did most of the stuff around here. My maintenance man never showed up, or my landlord never showed up. So like skills, like I'm just giving you examples. It doesn't have to be that way, but it's like stuff like that is happening in your career. So like even at work, you may start having to do somebody else's job, or you do more than what you were supposed to do, and you start learning something that you didn't recognize. Like it's a helpful situation. It doesn't have to be like you do somebody else's job. I'm just giving you examples because it's meant for your growth and your expansion. All right, you're gonna get a lot more higher wisdom from this. All right, let's go with this deck. What's happening in your career? It's a philosophy change though. All right, some of you could be changing up your outfit, changing up your wardrobe, or you're getting a new offer, possibly with a new job. This could be an opportunity. Hey, what's up, James? Thanks for joining. All right, people that could be involved so far, I've seen with Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, and Sag, possibly Libra. So you guys are definitely changing up your look. I was just seeing the Four of Swords in this deck. It has to do with your aesthetics. All right, so maybe you guys are learning how to invest, or where to invest your time, your energy, your resources. So you're gonna be still gonna look at things from a more detached perspective without worrying about how it affects others. You're more so worried, you'll be worried about how it affects others. Let me not say it, not how it affects others. Because sextile is about relationship friendly, and Aquarius is always someone who thinks of community or things as a whole. But I mean, like when you take action, it'll be with the intention for others, but you won't care about the reactions, the emotional reactions. So like, let's say I had to tell my daughter, go brush her teeth, right? Just give me an example. And she may huff and puff, and I won't have to care about the emotional reaction because this is the overall good for everyone. You get me? Because if she doesn't take care of her teeth, then I'm the one that has to pay for the dentist. I'm the one that has to take off to go, to the dentist's office or dentist appointments. I'm the one that has to hear when she's moaning or crying. It's good for the overall good. You know what I mean? So like things like that. You may be having to weigh the pros and cons and connections. Like where there may be an issue, a need to have difficult conversations or address certain annoyances at work. You may be either, you're just kind of picking your battles. That's what it is. We got 7 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. You're picking your battles. That's it. And it gets a little bit easier to detach from things that bother you or annoy you. You're like, this normally would have bothered me, but today, I see the lighter side or the brighter side of it. Sagittarius gives you that optimism that you need to kind of just look past situations that bother you. So you could be having that going on. You may be also finding creative ways to be diplomatic, or creative ways to, attach yourself to situations without like involving yourself in situations. You know what I mean? Like you may give your input, but you may not really care too much if people take the advice. You know what I mean? It's like when you speak, you know that what you're saying is coming from a place of wholeness. So people may even pick that up about you, or you may start learning that you have this ability where you can do stuff and not really care about how it happens. Like, maybe you try stuff on social media let's say that you wanted to be maybe a content creator and you never did it, and you were just curious, like, what would happen if you just start acting differently on your social media page? You know what I mean? And you just kind of like, I'm just gonna do it. I don't care if people from my high school see me. I don't care. I'm just doing it. I want to do it. I don't care how nobody feels about it. And that's the detached approach that helps you grow in a way and see things differently. There's a world in large in a way that you normally wouldn't have seen it. It also gives you confidence to attack situations that you've been like hiding from. So like maybe you've had clothes on your bed for days. You know what I mean? Attacking one situation in life like that, you know what I mean, from a detached view makes you feel like, oh, you know what? I can go handle this situation. It doesn't seem as big when compared to, you know what I mean? It's like I handle that situation, so I can easily handle this. So this is what's about to start happening for you, all right? You guys may have to make a choice too. Some of y'all might quit or may have to stand your ground at work. And it's maybe something you learn, how to set a boundary, you know what I mean? Maybe not taking on the responsibility of other people. It could also have to do with pay. But because we got Jupiter here, it's meant that it's supposed to go in your favor though. It's supposed to work well in your favor. But it can sometimes mean that it works in your higher good. So there could be like an issue where you get jerked around at work or overworked, you know what I mean? Where you feel like you need to overcompensate or someone can like tricks you into overcompensating. You'll get that back on the back end if that happens, you know what I mean? So like maybe they come, like let's say that you weren't supposed to work one day and they call you and say, oh, a manager got sick, you need to come in. Or can you come in? A manager calls you and asks you to come in because it looks like you're gonna be able to get some time to yourself soon, or a chance to go, look, it keeps showing up. You're gonna look like you're gonna get a chance to yourself, or a vacation, or a random opportunity to make some money where it's like you normally wouldn't have made money, which could be like them calling you in, you know what I mean? But like, I feel like you get an opportunity and you may get the final say so in this opportunity that's coming your way, all right? This may be for some of y'all at a distance, or it's a new investment. Like maybe it could just be like, we put you in a new department and you could just kind of like see how it works. It kind of just gives that vibe. So there's going to be an opportunity to make choice and you be the final sayer and how things will go. All right, it's going to just be money comes in too. It looks like an offer. A random person or a random traveler or a random sale gets come your way. And it may come after you've been betrayed or after like a situation didn't go as you hoped. Like it didn't play out as expected. All right. So let me give you signs. We got Aquarius, Sagittarius, Pisces, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Aries, Leo. All right. So let's get over here. Get to Capricorn. All right. We talking about career. We talking about Capricorn. We talk about career. That's all we was ever talking about from the start. Capricorn. All right. Capricorn. So, my nose itch. All right, let's get a quick shuffle. Okay, so Capricorn, what do you need to know about your career? Oh, okay. Another one. You're passionate. Oh, status. Duh. 10th house shows up. That was the card that flipped. And confrontation. Okay, so you guys could be. Okay, it makes sense. So you guys are starting to get strategic about your career. All right. Could also be starting to get obsessive about it. But because Scorpio shows up with the 10th house, this also means you guys are starting to become empowered in your career. All right, so some of y'all are becoming influential in your career. This could be like a household name. If you're like an actor, rapper, speaker, dancer, whatever. All right, if you like work at a company or business, then you are starting to be the person to go to, the person that people keep their eye on. All right, or the people that people come to when they have issues. So like if they need something resolved, they're like, hey, go to Capricorn. That's a Capricorn thing now. They're like, hey, go to Capricorn. They know what to do. So you guys could be becoming that person. There's also potential people may feel like you manipulate your status sometimes or use your authority. So you may be noticing this, or people may be trying to do this with you. Because opposition could be here where it's like we have ego battles, power struggles, push and pull dynamics. Sometimes you want you want to take the lead. Other times people want them to take the lead. So like you may be having this with authority figures, or authority figures may be having this with you where maybe you have more influence than they do at the job. all right, and they feel like you should be, you know, a little bit more humble towards them, or like acknowledge them. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like a sense of like you need to acknowledge these people. Like people feel like they need your acknowledgement in your career. All right. So there's a lot of uncertainty. Yeah, look, we got the moon too. When I split it, can you see it? The moon, Ten of Swords. So people are intimidated by you guys. All right. They kind of don't know you. And because we got that Scorpio energy here, that is intimidating. But it's because you guys come off as like kind of powerful, all right, career driven, ambitious, all right. So some of you guys are about to hit a milestone or a long-term, a long goal achievement, something you've wanted, all right, or obsessed about to hit that soon. All right, so interactions, more interactions are coming. What is that? All right, more interactions are coming. So some of y'all are getting over, what are we letting go of like temptations. Oh, doing the inner work. So you guys are, some of y'all are afraid of that right now. All right, you may be like, kind of like, pacifying yourselves. You know how like you can be wanting to go to work or go do something. All right, fired you for what? They fired you for what? For turning in money. Oh, James Walker. Oh, you a Capricorn? Because it looks like you'll be getting some type of success or honor recognition soon. All right. We do got the devil here, so it looks like you guys are having to do some type of work to it. It probably is more. It probably was more to it, James. If you're a Capricorn, it probably was more to it, because with the Scorpio here, there's that desire of like, I mean, it's a feeling of being manipulative. All right. But anyway, it's uncertainty that was going on here. All right, we got conflicts. The devil here in reverse, and we got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So there are past things that are being left unsaid that people want to go back over with you. All right. So you may, somebody's come back around. This is what I want to tell you. Somebody's come back around to offer you something here. All right, so we got Five of Pentacles here, which could be a setback. We already know that. That's a setback at work. And James, if you're a Capricorn, it was saying that. That's a setback. But we got the Justice in reverse, which means that they could be coming back around to probably try to offer you an opportunity here, or to amend something, to appease something. All right. With the Eight of Cups, that always means somebody's coming back around. But because we got the Seven of Wands here, you may be defensive and may not want this opportunity back. So I always say this is in career, but this could be in life in general. Like opportunities that you've had before, people may be strategically trying to come back around. All right. They may be obsessing about working with you, collaborating with you. You may have status. You may be the hard worker. You may be the most overachieving person that they know or they have in their circle, all right? Or the employee that they have. There's a feeling of missing out, because that's what the Five of Pentacles can be, missing out. And then because we got justice right behind it, there's a desire to fix something or to make an amends. So you could be hearing something back from somebody who felt they did you wrong or created some type of setback in your life. Sometimes it's people who kind of like didn't acknowledge you. You know what I mean? They didn't recognize you before. You were a nobody to them, or you weren't that high on a totem pole. All right? There may be that internal conflict because people maybe want to acknowledge you now, or they maybe want to respect you now, or they feel they have to respect you now. But sometimes it could be that conflict of like, well, I've always seen you this way. How do I, or I've seen this situation between us this way. How do I start to value you in the way that you expect me to value you? That might be kind of a conflict that you're experiencing or will experience. All right. Now, others of you could be getting a lot more strategic about your career. All right. Now, addictions may play a part in it. Overspending, overeating, laziness. Sometimes it could be putting yourself on a self-imposed pedestal where you think that you should start at the top before even really putting work in, because we got Eight of Cups here, which has to do with inner work. So there's some type of work that you maybe didn't do in order to be able to be at a certain stage that you're expecting yourself to be at. So for some of y'all, that's something that you have to be aware of. And with the Seven of Wands here, that's being able to overcome these issues. And sometimes it's just like a lack of self-awareness, like not being aware of what potential or value you hold in situations. You know what I mean? Sometimes that can be leverage. You could use that, you know what I mean? Where you maybe didn't recognize that maybe you are the most dedicated or the most proficient or the most ambitious or the most integral, you know what I mean, employee or worker or business owner or creator in the field. Maybe you are that person, and maybe you need to leverage that, because sometimes people can. There's a saying that the well runs dry once. I mean, not well runs dry. Man quickly turns his back on a well after he's quenched his thirst. You know, sometimes after people use you or gotten what they felt they needed from you, they sometimes can dispose of you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes with the taboo here, you could have been a fetish to some people. All right, if that makes sense. Like maybe if you're a woman, you're working in a man's position, you could be a fetish. If you're a guy, like you could be working in a female field, you could be a fetish. Sometimes you're tall, you're short, you're black, you're white, you're Asian, whatever. Wherever you may work, there could be a fetish about you in a way. All right, and that could have been something that was being used or kind of been used to like hold you down. It could be in your betterment or in your what's it called? It could be in your like detriment. All right. So this could be something that you're going to be starting to recognize here because the Eight of Cups is here, which means that there's some type of work that you guys start to do, inner work, inner healing. This could be just spending time alone, reflecting, you know what I mean, considering stuff, you know what I mean, looking at yourself, starting to see where you went wrong, starting to see how you hold yourself back, you know what I mean, stuff like that. It's obsessive, but it's in a way that kind of clears up some like insecurities that you have, and it actually empowers you. So that's why I say your career is going to be going well soon because it's empower you. You're dealing with a lot of internal conflict, and this may create some of y'all to start something new because we have an acquaintance that just comes in. Because the Five of Pentacles is a new acquaintance, so you maybe meet an opportunity or through other people, but there's going to be a need for you to be strategic. All right. So there's honor and respect coming to you guys. I don't know how it comes, but there's like a reconciliation or a reparations, or there's like an amends, or could be a court case for some of y'all, whatever. Status is being renewed for some of y'all. All right. So let me get signs. We got Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, Libra, Taurus, Scorpio, and Capricorn again. Oh, you know what? I seen the Libra energy here. I mean, I seen the Empress in reverse. You know, that's people that take care of you. So with the court here, this could be for some of y'all, I think of like child support, because that's usually when people get paid for like doing nothing. Not saying for not doing nothing. Let me not say it that way, but I'm saying it that way because I don't feel like going around and trying to explain it any deeper. But sometimes it can also be like unemployment. Sometimes it could be like a court case or a lawsuit. Sometimes it could be like any of that. It's like an opportunity to get reparations or get what you were owed while not having to put in as much effort. People take on your responsibilities or your burdens. So that could be that. All right. But that's how you're going to be becoming the opportunity. I mean, overcoming some type of obstacle or some type of competition. Some of y'all are going to be standing out. That's what I wanted to tell you. Some of y'all are going to be standing out amongst your other, other coworkers or other companies or other whatever you do. You're gonna be standing out in your field. All right. So did I give you signs? I did. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go over to Aquarius. I was just about to say, all right, y'all. Now I'm about to get. I don't know why I was about to do that. For some reason, it felt like that was it. It was like I waited for Capricorn. We're gonna get going. All right. Let me see. We are at Aquarius. Y'all got any Aquarius placements? I got some aqua placements. I just put Aquarius today. I was gonna say Aqualicious, but it's Aquarius. Today we're business. We don't care about that. We're about business today. Oh, Aquarius moon? Okay. Let's get it. I got some Aquarius in my chart. A little bit of quirkiness in me. Can you tell? All right, so Aquarius, what do you need to know about your career? What do you need to know? Oh, okay. Adventure. So you guys are about to become a lot more free-spirited in your career. We got a union, partnership. All right, this could be a big partnership. Possibly this is like a joint endeavor. Speaking. So maybe you guys get a job in telecommunications, or of course. I don't know why I said that. I kind of know why I said that, but I don't know why I said that. But it could also be just communication because Mercury shows up. But this could be like jobs in like podcasts. This could be jobs in public speaking. This could be jobs in because Mercury represents, sometimes it's transportation too. So it could be like transportation, but it's usually like ideas, research, studies, creative ideas. But it's usually like, because we got Aquarius, you guys are Aquarius, we got Sagittarius energy. So this means this is forward thinking ideas are coming. All right. And these could also be little risk taking ideas that you may be coming up with, but it comes through partnerships. So it may be a little bit easier to do joint endeavors with people, or maybe easier to request what you need from people. All right. So like if you need help or you need assistance, it really doesn't take much for you to say, hey, you want to do, will you help me? Can we? And they be like, yeah, let's go with it. That's what it's going to do. All right. So a lot of people will be empowering you shortly. This could just be like coworkers. This could be bosses. But usually it's people around you. So it's more like coworkers or people who you work with, people who you frequent regularly. All right. So your personality is changing. All right. Some of y'all, there's an opportunity on the big screen. All right. Or just an opportunity to be like behind camera. So I don't know, maybe you try your hand at something or you start expressing your ideas behind camera. All right. Sometimes, you know what I think of? Storytelling. That's what it gives me. Storytelling. You guys start talking, telling stories, connecting. That's kind of what it's giving me here, is connecting through communication, talking, ideas, text messages, sharing ideas. So this stuff may start happening. This may be what helps you grow or helps you become a lot more clever and like innovative with the things that you want to happen for yourself. Because we got the Magician here, and we got the Wheel of Fortune here, and we got the Three of Wands here. So the only thing that's really stopping you from you is your lack of confidence and your ability to create the outcomes you want. That's all that's really happening here for you guys. So some of y'all may be like rappers, actors, singers. You're good with communication. You have like a natural talent in that. So that's really all that's stopping you from like, if you guys were like thinking about a change of pace or a change of career or a change of whatever, that's the only thing that's stopping you, is like a lack of confidence. Feeling like you don't have the insight or the wisdom to do that. You know what I mean? Feeling like I can't be the one to do that. You know what I mean? Or just maybe not feeling passionate about what you really want. You know what I mean? It's like maybe you have an idea, but then you be like, I don't know if I want to do that. And then you sit on it. You know what I mean? Because the Three of Wands is like you're not using your creative ideas or using your creative passions in a positive way. It's kind of like subsiding those things, pushing them to the side, like, something better will come along. So like every time you get an idea, you'd be like, something better will come along. Every time you make one project, you'd be like, I'll do better next time. You know what I mean? Instead of just kind of like looking at them like, each of these are building on to my skill set. Each of these are making me better. I'm learning more. I'm creating more. Like once you get into creator mode in general, whether you're starting something new or doing something old, once you get into that creator mode, it becomes second nature. You start learning new skills. You start learning other traits of yourself and aspects of yourself that you didn't know. Right? You start strengthening areas of yourself that were once weak before. Like I used to not always be somebody who would speak when I see people, but start doing this, and now I talk to people all the time who I do not know. Well, I did that once I started doing sales. So let me not say that. I started doing that when I started doing sales, but I was like more focused towards money. But this was different. This was about communicating a message. So this I learned. So like you may be having experiences like that where you may want to go into trying something new and like trying to be innovative in some way. You know what I mean? Trying to be bold in some ways. You know what I mean? And you may be a little bit worried about sometimes being too blunt, being too direct with people. You know what I mean? You may even be coming off a little bit overly confident or a little bit arrogant in some ways. And that might be something that maybe you feel like would rub people the wrong way. Like maybe you know a lot and you're very skilled and talented at stuff, but you may be worried that like the way you're presented comes off like you're the shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's other people's perspective. You don't really have to worry about that. And especially being that you guys are Aquarius, you probably really should be worrying about that. But that may be something that you kind of focus on. Like if I do this, if I start doing this, how will people see me? That's really not something that you should probably be thinking about, but that's really what's hindering and holding you back, okay? Because we got the Wheel of Fortune here, which means there's a big change that's happening, but you just aren't allowing it. You're not really going with the flow. You're going against it. You know what I mean? You kind of err on the side of like something else will come along. Another opportunity will come along. You know what I mean? It's not the right time right now. I need to like wait it out a little bit more before I risk it. You know what I mean? All that type of stuff. You know, this idea isn't innovative enough. This idea isn't big enough. It's not going to do what I hope it could do. But you have the ability to do it. You got the skill set to do it. You know enough to do it. So a lot of you are like professionals at whatever it is that you do. So even if you didn't see yourself as a professional, you are very skilled in it and talented in it. The Magician shows up here. So also, for others of you, there's also going to be, like I said, a partnership, a relationship. You're going to learn something in this relationship. It's going to strengthen both of you. Your skill sets are going to increase because both of you are going to be learning something in it. All right? Oh, okay. My post went off on on Instagram. All right. So anyway, yeah. So situations will be working out in your favor. So I kind of feel like storytelling. Storytelling is what I kind of want to say. So maybe, and I say storytelling, this could just be like how to do's, tutorials, stuff like that. You may be doing stuff like that. All right. That may be something that helps enhance the quality for customers. It helps enhance, something that you already are good at. You get me? Like it helps the experience. Maybe what you're doing, helping the experience of like what's going on around you. Like you know how you can sometimes explain. No, oh, I'll give you an example. Like you know how they do those they clean your shoes. Like you be at the beach or something, and they be like, "Oh, can I clean your shoes?" They be like, "Nah," and they spray it, and then they do what they do with one shoe, and they be like, "If you want me to clean the other shoe, I'll do." You know what I mean? Like helping you see how this is helpful to you. So you guys may be doing that, explaining and showing people how it's a lot more helpful for them to understand this, or like you could be teaching. You guys could be maybe teaching, but I feel like speaking is going to be a big thing for y'all. Teaching, speaking, researching, showing people new perspectives. Your personality is changing, is what's through this whole circumstance. Like whatever happens in this situation, your personality is going to change. All right. So let me give you signs that may be involved. Could be Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Sag, Aries, Sag, Gemini, Virgo. All right. So we are on Pisces. Stanko, did you eat yet? All right. You want to go get food or you want me to cook food? What? All right. So, oh, Pisces. Pisces. You know, I only did this career thing because it was something to do. All right. It was something to do. So, put that over there. Let's go with this one. All right. Oh, thank you, Cammy. I do my bestest. Okay. I like that. That was a good shuffle. You know, every once in a while you do one of them shuffles, you're like, I know that was a good shuffle. Like, I know every card got in between every card. That was beautiful. It was one of those. All right. Yeah, that was a great one. I see it. I did a great job on that reading. I know I did. No, I'm not talking about this YouTube one. I'm talking about this Instagram one I just did. I'm looking at the people coming through. I'm like, yeah, I did a great job. I know I did. But anyway, Pisces. What do you need to know about your career? What do you need to know? First house. Okay, your physical appearance and your temperament is what's affecting your career. All right. So, okay, opposition. So there's opportunity here. Opposition. Oh, okay. So okay. So boom. Things are going to be going well for you guys. All right, this is what's happening here. These are mostly internal conflicts that you guys are going to be experiencing because we got opposition here. And we got Chiron or Chiron, whatever one you want to call it. I always call it Chiron, like the girl that we see in the street. Yeah, Chiron, what the fuck you doing? You know what I mean? So that used to be what we was on. But anyway, this is what I see is like you guys are healing some insecurities. All right? And you guys may even start exposing vulnerabilities that you have. And this is going to make you a lot more attractive. All right? This is helpful. This is helpful. You know what this does? It allows people to connect with you and feel like they're dealing with the real you. So like even at work, you may be sharing and expressing vulnerabilities with people, like, but in an assertive way, not where it feels like you're giving up your power, but in a way where you be like, I don't really know how to engage in that. You know what I mean? Like, let's say that somebody's asking you to do something, and sometimes we have a fear of maybe not knowing the job, of not knowing what we're able to do, or, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Sometimes you can allow to let other people know, like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm afraid to do this. I'm afraid to say this, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that, all right? But you're also gonna be helping others. Right? That's the good thing here. You may be helping others. Sometimes with opposition, in terms of work, this can be like helping other people. Like sometimes you may have to be the leader. Sometimes they may have to be the leader. You know what I mean? So like maybe I'm strong in this part and you're strong in this part. We'll get together and we'll figure it out. But it kind of seems like your work is being more so focused on like how you look. So maybe appearance is going to be a big thing. Maybe the way you dress, maybe the way you present yourself. Because Because the first house has to do with the way you present yourself and how you enter into situations. All right, there may be conflict. You may be starting to see yourself differently soon because of healing vulnerabilities and insecurities. All right, so maybe you show up to work with a better tie, with a better suit, with a better dress, with new heels, with more makeup, less makeup, hair done, hair not done. Maybe you're confident in it, whatever. Like you just maybe kind of just show yourself as you are and not really feel judged by others. You may care less about the judgment of others because the opposition is here, which just means that there's done some type of internal work. There's some type of reflection that's happened for me to come to a conclusion of whether to do something differently or to keep doing what I've always done. So this could even be at work. This could be like, do I want to leave this job? You know what I mean? The insecurity can be like, I may never find a job that pays me the same way. I may never find a career that does the same thing for me. I may not be able to live in this type of luxury lifestyle if I leave this alone. So you may be dealing with that. There may be internal conflicts with that. You may not necessarily change it, but there's, because opposition is just a choice. So you may not necessarily change it. You might just be noticing it. Like, oh yeah, there's a feeling for that. What if I did something different? What if I wasn't a rapper and I wasn't making millions? What if I wasn't doing what I'm doing and I decided to do something different? You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you will. It just means that, you may just kind of feel that and notice that. And maybe even notice how you're attached to these things. All right? So sometimes you'll be attached to how other people see you. And you might stop worrying about that. All right? I just kind of feel like you're going to start being vulnerable. Like letting people see you not give a shit. If that makes sense. Because Aries with the Pisces, like, man, I don't give a shit. I'm here. Oh, yeah, and it brings success into your work. So we got the Chariot. We got 8 of Cups. All right, unfinished projects. All right, sometimes it be okay. Sometimes it can be about stagnancy, potential stagnancy in creative ventures. But we got people going to be helping you out. So you got charity, and then we got 10 of Wands. So there's persistence. All right, so good things are happening. You'll see the end result of your work or your hard work or your hard efforts. So if you guys are worried about like how you're being seen, people see you as endearing. They see you maybe as like somebody who they want to take care of, somebody who they want to see things work out for. So this is a good thing. People care about you at your career. That's the best. That's the best part. All right. So the insecurities that you made or the vulnerabilities and the stuff that you like revealed to them, they're going to eat it up. They're going to love it about you. All right. Because you're also helping them do some type of inner healing or work through some type of vulnerabilities they have. Some of these vulnerabilities you have may be some of the things that they've experienced. You get me? Like you're not going through a struggle that somebody else around you hasn't. So like if you're having issues with like work or like, like maybe you have a pattern of doing something self-sabotaging or whatever you may have an issue with, people around you have had similar experiences of that. So they understand it. And because we got the 6 of Pentacles here with the Hierophant, this is forgiveness. This is people wanting to be generous and donate and help, support you, all right? Even put you up on a higher level. Because the 6 of Pentacles traditionally were the higher ups coming into the town and like giving. That's the story behind it. They were noblemen or noble women coming in and giving to the poor or to the less fortunate, all right? And this is actually, and because the Chariot showed up first, that's always a win in career. Always, always, always. I don't give a shit what's happening. There's a win. Even if you had to, cut somebody's throat, there was a win. But in this case, it doesn't seem that way. It just seems like there is like a stagnancy, potential like hold up on some things. Like maybe you had some developments happen or there was some desires to make things happen. There's a acknowledgement, all right? And then there's a feeling of like uncertainty, but it looks like you get some type of favorable outcome. There is, sometimes 6 of Pentacles could be reparations. So it could be payouts, paybacks, all right? It's just you just dealing with uncertainty and not knowing what happens. But by being vulnerable and expressing yourself, things are going to be turning out a lot better. People like that. They like the vulnerability. It just gives this level of confidence or a level of trustworthiness. I can trust you. I know who I'm dealing with. You're not giving me a facade or illusion. That's what it is. All right? And people will take on your responsibilities. So we got 9 of Wands here too. 10 of Wands to the 9 of Wands. So it agresses, and then with 5 of Pentacles. So for some of y'all, though, you guys may be encountering difficulty at work, and you may be afraid to, like, really take action. Sometimes that freeze period where it's like, maybe I have a lot of work, I'm exhausted, it's a lot going on, and I get tired, and I don't really want to keep going, or I don't really want to keep showing up. It could be a fear of, like, being without. That might what really inspire you to really, like, take action. A fear of being without. Some of y'all, it could be a fear of being homeless. It could be a fear of not making enough money. It could be a fear of going back. Hey, what's up, Pentarina? I know, right? What am I doing on at this time? I know. That's why I popped out. I was like, they're not going to be here. They're not going to expect this. They're not going to expect me to be here this early. All right. So my daughter wants, what did they say? And my daughter wants me to make breakfast this morning. And it's raining hard as shit. Oh, yeah, it's raining hard as shit. What am I going to do? How am I going to do that? I can't walk. I got to walk and get some eggs because I use that most of the eggs. So I got to walk and get some eggs at the Family Dollar. Anyway, that's beside the point. So some of you guys could be tapping in. Some of y'all, I want to say, some of y'all may take a hand or a risk at trying a spiritual business. It is the perfect time for UK, so I'll keep that in mind because I may be talking shit because I do have this, I got this Sagittarius placement, right? And what I always do is I sometimes promise more than I can keep up with. I'll be like, all right, I'm going to do this, and then I don't do it. So I was going to say, maybe I'll do 2 readings in a day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening. But that doesn't work during the weekday because I got to go to the gym, and I'll be having like other stuff to do. And then people be wanting personal readings, and I ain't about to burn up all my time. So that's never going to happen for me. But with the confrontation here, there could be a desire for me to change some things because I've been seeing opposition show up a lot in these readings and different placements that I have. So possibly there's an opportunity to do things in a different way. You know what I mean? There may be a struggle or internal conflict of like how you present yourself. That might be what you guys are really focused on. If it's not necessarily your looks, you might be worried about how you look as like how you're presenting yourself, how it appears to others. That might be where the issue with the vulnerability is. Like, but the vulnerability is going to be your power point. It's going to be your strong point. All right. So do that. Connect with people in a more emotional, spiritual way, and this is going to do good. Even in customers, if you work at a job, even your bosses, attach a spiritual, resonance to the connection where maybe Bob is my manager, but Bob inspires me, to keep pushing. Because Bob probably was one day working from the bottom of the floor, you know what I mean? So, it could be any of that. But it's almost like just kind of worrying about like what other people are thinking about you when you express things that you aren't the most confident about. And this is actually going to be helping you move forward in your career. All right. So I feel like you guys are going to be a status in your career soon. All right. This may be given to you by other people though, which isn't bad. You know what I mean? Just like, it looks like it's being given to you by other people or by like somebody shares their stats with you maybe. All right. So it could be like a collaboration for some of y'all at work where somebody just maybe takes on a burden of responsibility that you have. This could be generosity or donations. This could be like more patrons. It's kind of like people just kind of look out for you. All right. That's what I want to say. You know what I mean? Like people allow you to lead the charge in situations. If you got business ideas or goals, people are like allowing you to like, go, you go do it. You know what I mean? You could do it. You're in charge. Like people just kind of like let you, they subside to you because you were vulnerable and let them know what you were experiencing or what you're going through or like what you struggle with, or maybe you just started attaching to them in a way that they just weren't really used to from you, and just add this level of depth in your connections. And this is going to be helping your career a whole lot. People are going to be wanting to help you out, like, you know what I mean? Like wanting to do for you. So vulnerability is going to play for you, all right? In a healthy sense though, because this is helping other people. So that's what you're going to be recognizing. All right, so let me give you signs. You could be dealing with Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Sag. Not a Sag. Yeah, Sag is here. Sag, Taurus, and we got Taurus twice. Let me tell y'all something too. So, so I've been working on this video about, it's going to be like parts. I've been working on a video about like how to watch tarot. Like just some tips and stuff that I've kind of like discovered. But here's something else that you probably should know, just in case I forget this, because I didn't get to this part yet. But in tarot, there's also like, you have placements. You have more than just, your sun sign. You know what I mean? Your sun sign is your ego. That's why most times when we watch it, we be like, yes, that's me. That's my story. They was like that, because in our ego, that's how we would like to feel about the situation. All right. Your moon is more likely the real part of what's really going on, because it symbolizes how you intimately and emotionally are connected to the situation and how you're dealing with it, how you're processing it, all right? And what it's doing for you in a growth-wise. All right, but anyway, different placements. So you may have like for instance, I have a sun in Capricorn, I have a moon in Libra, right? So because it's in, an air sign, it's a little bit different. And then the way that I process, the energy with my sun sign, right? So sometimes those placements show up as well in other signs. You know what I mean? Like these signs, like, how do I explain it to make it more simpler? But, oh, thank you to have mine. But let's say that it's how I want to explain it. I don't know. I need to write it down. I'm gonna write it down because that's what I've been doing. I had to write it down because I sometimes go off into like different tangents and then I forget where I was at. So I had to write it down. But anyway, different placements can sometimes show up in your same signs. So like sometimes we can be talking about another person, but sometimes we can also be talking about you. This part or aspect of you is causing an issue or is helpful or is going through a growth or is doing something different. So like in tarot, your other placements are very pivotal as well. It's not just your sun sign. That's just some of it. All right. So anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining. This was a little early and unexpected. I'm about to make a little breakfast for me and my stinkums. And then I'm going to try, even though I don't feel like I'm obligated to, I'm going to try to, you know what? I think I probably will. I'll probably just do this live later on. But it'll be like around 5 or 6. You know what I mean? So I don't want to like bite off more than I can chew. All right. Anyway, y'all take it easy. I'm going to catch y'all later. I got some things I need to do. And thanks for joining.